JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, man caught with missing 13-year-old girl at SOE checkpoint. A 13-year-old ward of the state, who had been reported as missing, was found traveling with a man at a police military checkpoint in St. Catherine, where a state of emergency was recently imposed. Reports are that about 5 p.m. on Friday, June 17, a vehicle with 26-year-old Curtis Hamilton and the teen was stopped at the Angels, Spanish Town checkpoint, when police identified the teen as a ward of the state who was reported missing. Further investigations revealed that Hamilton allegedly engaged in sexual activities with the child, including rape, police said. Hamilton, who is of a Top Mountain, Kingston Town, St. Catherine address, was arrested and charged with rape, grievous sexual assault, and the sexual touching of a child. His court date is being arranged. Wanted man charged with double murder, triple murder charge pending. One of two St. James wanted men who surrendered to the police at the weekend has been charged for a double murder which occurred in the parish in March. But interestingly, Tajay Clark, also known as Fathead, was listed as wanted on Thursday in connection with the triple murder in Rosyth last month. Police say he is expected to be charged for that triple murder later this week. Clark, 22, unemployed from Salt Spring in the parish, turned himself in on Friday. He was accompanied by his lawyer. He is charged with 2 counts of murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The double murder for which Clark is charged was an incident that occurred on Tuesday, March 14, 2022, at Sharon Hill in Green Pond, St. James. In that incident, police said O'Neill Thelwell, otherwise called CJ, 19, from Bridgetown in Green Pond, and Junior Thorpe, 19, from Paradise Crescent, both in St. James, were shot dead. Reports on the Mount Salem police were that about 10 p.m. both men were ambushed by gunmen and shot multiple times. They were pronounced dead at hospital. The killings left residents outraged and nervous and calling for more police patrols in the community. Gunman kills 2, injures 1 in downtown Kingston attack. 2 men were shot dead and another injured by a gunman on Church Street in downtown Kingston this afternoon. Police have identified the dead men as Dwayne Hall, 34, from Tower Street and Lad Lane, Kingston, and Kirkland Damian Baker, 37, from Bayshore Park in Harborview, St. Andrew. The injured man is 24 years old. The police have not yet established a motive for the killing. Information received is that about 12:30 p.m. a man pounced on the 3 men and opened gunfire at them. He reportedly escaped on a motorcycle on Port Royal Street. All 3 injured men were taken to hospital, where Hall and Baker succumbed to their injuries about 12:47 p.m. and 12:50 p.m. respectively. The injured victim immediately underwent surgery. Several videos of the incident have since gone viral on social media. Jamaican wife accused of burning matey with hot soup in Antigua. A Jamaican woman was on Monday remanded in police custody in Antigua and Barbuda after she allegedly burnt her husband's mistress with goat soup at an event earlier this month. Annalie Jeffrey, 29, is charged with causing grievous bodily harm. A report in the Antigua Observer stated that during the Jamaicans' first court appearance at the All Saints Magistrates Court, it was revealed that her time in the Twin Island Nation had expired. The magistrate is to consider how to approach the case, considering Jeffrey's legal status in the country. Allegations are that on June 6, the complainant, who now resides with the accused's husband, was working with the man at a breakfast fete serving goat soup from a pot on an open fire. Sometime later, the complainant was grabbed by her hair and pulled backwards, resulting in her falling to the ground. The pot of goat soup also fell off the fire, burning the woman in the process. The report said the complainant allegedly received first-degree superficial burns to her hand and face. Jeffrey also allegedly received burns to her hands during the incident. She was remanded and is to appear in court later on Tuesday. Female banker charged for drugs, husband named as person of interest. Police on Monday charged a female banker who was held following the seizure of $550,000 worth of cocaine and ammunition and have named her husband as a person of interest. Sheena Headley of Goodwill, St. James, was charged 5 days after detectives found approximately 25 pounds of cocaine in her motor vehicle during an anti-narcotics operation in St. James. Headley was charged with possession, dealing, taking steps to export, trafficking, and conspiracy to export cocaine. The police have named her husband, Shad Headley, as a person of interest in the matter. The police believe Mr. Headley can assist with their investigations. He's been asked to report to the narcotics police at the Summit Police Facility Godfrey Dyer Boulevard in Montego Bay, St. James on Tuesday. It was reported that about 6 p.m. last Wednesday, a white 2002 Toyota Prado SUV was intercepted at a premises in Goodwill after making several attempts to elude the police. The police said during a subsequent search of the vehicle, 10 rectangular-shaped packages containing cocaine were found. Headley was driving the vehicle. During a further search of a two-story dwelling house occupied by Headley, several magazines and 12 9mm cartridges were found in a bedroom. These items, including the SUV, were seized and Headley detained on reasonable suspicion for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs and Firearms Acts. Spanish Town community still on edge despite SOE. The increased presence of members of the security forces has done little to quell the fears of residents in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, especially for those living in Stevenson's 31, a gritty and underdeveloped section of the old capital. According to a senior citizen who has been living in the community for several years, the annoying sounds of gunshots have forced her to amend her daily routines. Even when we dey at church, we have to listen out same way because we don't know when them are going to flare up back, the 73-year-old said. And while acknowledging the presence of the security forces, the former domestic worker believes that it will take more than human intervention to stop the bloodbath in her parish. We don't know if the police can do anything else, nor the government, or just God himself. We interfere because we don't know which side it's going to come from. We just have to pray to Father God for protection, she added. She also said that the violence has affected attendance at her Apostolic Faith Church of God located on Williams Lane. The members are afraid to come to church. Even those who live in the community, we have no night service anymore. The place is just lonely, she said. In recent weeks, Stevenson's 31 has been the scene of several bizarre shooting incidents as a bitter war allegedly taking place between members of the one or the gang unfolds. A number of abandoned premises were seen in the community as several persons have made a mad dash from the violence, which reached its apex in the first week of June. People just decide to cut. A lady next door, she said she can't see because she fear for her life. From them kill the man at the entrance of the lane, she leave. If you walk along the lane, you see a lot of empty houses, said a man who asked for his identity to be kept private. But in addition to the abandoned houses, at least one property with its zinc fence perimeter riddled with bullet holes was observed, which according to one shopkeeper was the scene of a recent shootout. She said that since the beginning of May, her business has suffered a 100% drop in sales, which is now forcing her to consider closing down permanently. Me only make $2,835 since the month start because of the violence where take place. It don't make no sense me continue because nobody now walk on the road to buy anything. By 4 o'clock the road gets scanty, she said. As a measure to stop the flow of violence permeating the parish, the government on Sunday declared a state of public emergency in St. Catherine. Tivoli High student accused of assaulting teacher returns to court September. A Tivoli Gardens High School student accused of assaulting a 56-year-old teacher will return to court on September 7, 2022 for mention. The 16-year-old, who is charged with assault occasioning bodily harm, had his bail extended when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Family Court downtown Kingston on Tuesday. The teen was charged after he and the senior teacher got into a fight. A video of the altercation went viral on social media. Allegations are that the teacher was conducting her class when the accused student entered and began behaving boisterously. It is alleged that the teacher asked him to leave, but he refused. This led to a physical confrontation causing bruises and swelling to the teacher's face, upper body, and breast. The teen was later charged. In the viral video, the student is seen pushing the teacher in front of the chalkboard. The teacher takes up a desk which is taken from her and thrown aside by the student. Amidst laughing and cheering from other students in the classroom, the teacher and the student drape each other. This was when several other male students intervened and attempted to part the two. One of the male students who parted the fight was heard telling the one who draped the teacher to let her go. Another went behind him and attempted to pull him away. The video ended at this point. Jamaica reports 61 new COVID cases, no deaths. Jamaica reported 61 new cases of COVID-19 and no fatalities on Monday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This pushed the total number of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 141,781 and the death toll to 3,098. Of the newly reported cases, there were 31 females and 30 males, with ages ranging from 29 days to 88 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 23, St. James 12, Portland 7, Clarendon 6, St. Catherine 6, Trelawney 3, Manchester 2, Hanover 1, and the St. Thomas 1. The country also recorded 129 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 90,045. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 13.6%. There are 135 people hospitalized, 3 of them critically ill. There are 2,147 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.